Greetings and good vibes, everybody. It is John Tell back. Welcome back to the Leon Block. Sorry about that. I by the title, I guess you can already tell what's going on. I don't know if y'all heard or not, seen anything or not yet, but I was watching because I'm Facebook friends with Katie Wright, Dante Wright's mother, and so I saw that she went live, and I'm like, well, I'm gonna go check that shit because it's Dante Wright and it's Dante Wright's mom, and she's live, so it's got to be of some significance. So I went on, and she was live on a highway. She had pulled over and was watching, just making sure that these. Well, you know what? Why don't I just go ahead and show you? Because I think that would just be a lot better, right? If I just showed you. All right, y'all see this? Oh, well, nope, not yet. I gotta get the hang of this, man. There we go. Okay.
Serving a 2-year sentence. Now, this is yesterday, and we've synced up the body camera footage to what Dante Wright's mom recorded. Take a look and decide for yourself.
She's good to take it. No, don't worry about it. Come on. I need your driver's license. What's that? You're going to give me your driver's license, or I'm going to take you to jail for obstruction. You're driving a vehicle. You're going to take me to jail. Come here, come here, come here, man. What the fuck? Good. No, I'm not right. My name is Katie Wright. Like, I know you guys killed my son, and I'm going to videotape it. And if you take me to jail, I will sue you. I don't care. Do not ever touch me again. I don't care. Don't touch me again. You can send me a ticket, but don't touch me again. I'm not under no. You don't have to. No, I didn't get pulled over. You do not. Legally, you cannot ask me who I am. No, you can't. No, you can't. You're right. I'll send you a ticket. Send me a ticket. I'm not moving. Well, then I'm going to send you another one. I sure will.
Now, regardless of how you feel about the individuals involved, we thought we'd do a quick and dirty analysis of the situation. First, the officer accuses her of obstructing. Presumably this is an accusation of obstructing the legal process. It's not clear from the video how she would obstruct. Google Maps seems to suggest she's more than 50 feet away from the scene, and the video provided by the police department, it's not like she's creating a clear commotion. Separately, a still image from the encounter suggests her vehicle is fully onto the shoulder, so she's not obstructing traffic. And another still image shows a second vehicle stopping on the shoulder, but further down, and no action being taken against that truck. But maybe they were there just for a moment. Of note, this is not a limited access freeway. It does have a median, and it has that cable barrier there. But you can access this roadway from a side street or a stoplight intersection, which means limited access freeway restrictions do not apply. There are at least 15 prohibitions on where you can't stop on the side of the road in Minnesota, but none of them appear to apply in this situation. The best argument for police might be that they told her earlier off camera to move on and she refused, but that seems like a stretch, and it's not on any video that we've seen. It's worth noting that the officer did unarrest her. She was free to go, though the officer said he would mail her a ticket. And credit to the other officer that was present at the scene who told his partner this isn't worth it. In the interest of full disclosure, we previously filed a complaint against this department when an officer pointed a duty rifle at one of our volunteers for filming. The result of that complaint is posted here. As a reminder, we're a random-ass YouTube channel and not a lawyer.
So, but they did a really good job of explaining part of what I was trying to get at. Now, there's another video that Katie Wright actually posted on her Facebook. Let me see if I can find that. And Shakabuna, Katie Wright's Facebook. she had went live, right? And I'm checking to see why she went live. She went live because she was filming two I believe young black men that were pulled over. She was on the opposite side of the road, hence why the person in video was explaining that she was on the other side of the road. She was on the other side of the road because she just happened to be driving past and saw that these two young black men were pulled over. So of course, like any good citizen would or should, she pulled out her camera and started filming. They didn't like that. I recalled watching long enough to see her say that she had pulled off, and she said the police officer was following a good distance behind her. I do remember seeing that. And then I remember her saying that they turned the other way and she was going off of live. So the live feed had cut. And the next thing I recall after that is like Cortez. Who the heck? Cortez Rice going live at the police station. And goodness gracious. I wanted to go to this anyway, but yeah, so I wish I had kept tuning in, checking in, and making sure like what was going on, because I'm kind of like behind a bit here, but we will catch up together, I guess. So yeah, she was just doing her duty of policing the police, and as far as I'm concerned, she did everything within rights of her. She followed the law. So let's go ahead and.
That is very terrifying, knowing that there was no way that I could get to her or her son could get to her, because she was by herself at the time. There was no family or friends or anybody that could get to her in that amount of time. Had she not mentioned that she was Katie Wright's mom, God only knows what would have happened to her. Because once she mentioned that she was Dante Wright's mom, that's when he decided to back off a little bit. So if she was doing anything illegal and truly illegal, he would have continued doing what he was doing to arrest her, even if she was Dante Wright's mom. You see what I'm saying? So therefore, it was clear that what she was doing was not that big of a deal that he could come over there and brutalize and battle and just terrorize this woman for no reason. So we will now pass it on to Katie Wright so she can say what happened to her yesterday. Thank you.
Hi, everybody. My name is Katie Wright. I am Dante Wright's mom. Yesterday, I was actually just coming back from doing a radio show in regards to what happened to my son last year around this time. And
consider getting the house.
Oh, come on. So let me go ahead and get rid of that freaking ad there. There we go. Okay.
I was driving down 252 and I seen a high police presence for just one vehicle. So I pulled over to the shoulder, stopped to record to make sure that those babies, it was two young kids, they had to have been in their 2025s, to make sure that they got home safe, because we know that we have a police problem in Minnesota. We know from April 11th of last year, we have a police problem in Brooklyn Center. And all I was doing was my civic duty to pull over and make sure that those babies got home safe to their families, because
right.
I don't want
right.
what happened to me to happen to any other family.
That's right.
So I was recording, and the police officer, we actually watched the video camera footage, the body cam footage, just a few minutes before coming here. And when the police officer, Dan Lindstrom, immediately, when he seen me, he immediately told the other police officers, she's getting a ticket. For what? For recording? And the other officer told him, no, leave it alone. And he still chose to walk through oncoming traffic, 3 lanes, jump a barrier, and go through a ditch just to get to me.
Yep. He
walked up to me and told me I was going to jail, that I was under arrest for obstruction of justice.
Isn't that threatening?
Took my phone out of my hand, put it on the roof of my car. He broke my phone. Then he grabbed me by my wrist to pull me out of my car and put my one hand behind my back. Before he got my other hand behind my back, I told him who I was. At that moment, he said, "Oh, you're Katie Wright?" He let me go. He said, "Well, I'm sending you a ticket." I said, "A ticket for what?" I'm just making sure that we know in Brooklyn Center, you mistake your guns for tasers. I'm not going to allow that to happen to anybody else. I just was making sure that those babies return home safe. And he chose to not arrest me, but I was not breaking the law. I was only doing what was right and what everybody else should do. And I'm standing here today because I don't want a police officer like that patrolling our community. He escalated a situation that didn't need to be escalated. Just think about it. I'm a white woman. He chose to stand there and be that aggressive with me just recording. What would he have done if it was a young 20-year-old black man?
Right.
I guarantee they would have been on the ground, abused, handcuffed, and who knows what else. So I'm standing here today and I'm asking that this police officer be terminated. There's just no way that it's okay for somebody like that has that much aggression towards somebody who is not even breaking the law,
right,
to what he would do if somebody was actually breaking the law and to patrolling our streets. Our community needs to do better. Brooklyn Center needs to do better, and the police department needs to do better.
We will now call for Cortez Rice. Thank you.
Peace and love, all power to the people. Cortez Rice, the father of Jamari Rice, who was brutally murdered at his at Sika Richfield High School, standing in solidarity with the whole Wright family and the people in the community. As a civil rights activist, it's very clear that this wrongdoing of the police officers is at its all-time high. Police brutality, gun violence, and racism. It's clear that we are not safe, not even following our constitutional rights. We have every right to sit up there and film. That's why I'm wearing an always film the police shirt. This is what actually got officers held accountable as far as Dante Wright's trial with KKK, Kim Potter's trial, as far as the murder of Dante Wright, as far as the murder with George Floyd, when Darnella Frazier actually filmed that situation. And it's a must that we continue to do this. We continue to uphold our Constitution, right? And not violate the amendment rights that we have as people, but yet the police officers are able to do this, and that is so wrong. And this is why we stood in solidarity with this family after watching this flirtatious act on the police on Mama Katie. It could, like she said, it could have been anybody's mom. It could have been anybody, any grandmother. It could have been any son, father in that situation, and it probably would have went a lot differently. We heard from David Bryant, which is the son of Mama Katie, Mother Katie Wright, and the brother of Dante Wright, as he came to the police station and asked the officer Dan Lindstrom, badge number 198, squad car 353. We asked him, "Do you know that you put your hands on a mother?" He said, "Yes." He said, "Do you know that this is Katie Wright? This is Dante's mother." He said, "Yes." And he said it as he had anger in his heart. He said it as that it didn't matter to him who it was, that he will do it again. After we spoke with Sergeant Johnson, after holding space here for a couple of hours last night, Sergeant Johnson said that there will be an investigation on this officer, but yet let the officer Dan Lindstrom drive away in the squad car to continue the so-called duties that he's supposed to uphold. This is wrong on so many levels. Wrong on so many levels, and we must continue to hold these officers accountable. We must end qualified immunity because this is what they're going to continue to hide behind as well. So all power to the people. I love y'all. My prayers is going with Mama Katie for her fractured and sprained wrist now. She's not able to perform the duties that she usually will have as a mother, as a grandmother, and as a community leader and pillar of our community as well. So thanks for everybody that's coming out.
And where did it go? I just had it.
What the fuck's going on? Make sure no one else in the Everything's good. That's it.
No, don't worry about it. Come on.
I need your driver's license. What's that? You're going to give me your driver's license, or I'm going to take you to jail for driving a vehicle.
You're going to take me to jail. Just here, come to you. Come on, man.
Good.
No, I know, right? My name is Katie Wright. And you guys killed my son, and I'm going to videotape it. And if you take me to jail, I will sue you. I don't care. Do not ever touch me again. I don't care. Don't touch me again. You can send me a ticket, but don't touch me again. I'm not under no. You don't have that. No, I did not get pulled over. You will not. Legally, you cannot ask me who I am. No, you can't. No, you can't.
Katie Wright, I'll send you a ticket in the mail.
Send me a ticket, my mom.
Well, but I'm going to send you another one.
Send me another ticket.
I will. I sure will.
One last thing that I would like to add before, or if you're going to give anything to say,
Tampons gave me yeast
Oh
infection.
my goodness. It's always the ads. All right. So I did just want to touch on, fill y'all in on what was going on there with Mama Katie Wright, Dante Wright's mother. So again, to recap, she was just doing her duty to she was doing her duty as a citizen to police the police. She was filming them trying to do whatever they were doing to these two young black men. Who knows what they would have did had she not been there. But they literally walked across 3 lanes of traffic, a median, a ditch, just to get to her because she was filming. It, like, even if it wasn't Katie Wright and it wasn't someone that has like the so many people know her and can take this case so far, what if it was just another person, someone else that didn't have any kind of voice to stand up for themselves whatsoever? Just think about that. Like, it's crazy to see, like, on camera that these fucking animals are still acting like fucking animals. Nothing's changed at all, and this is proof of that shit. She has every right to be angry and every right to be upset, especially everything that she's already been through. But for all of us to see, the proof is in the pudding, to see the way that they're still acting. Come on. Not even just towards her, but towards those young black men. Like, who knows what would have happened had she not been there. So, of course, we'll keep you updated and posted on what is going on with that. There's a lot of people asking. We had posted some articles about it, so I just felt the need to share footage about what's going on. So just a little bit of other news while I'm here, so I don't have to come back on with Revolution News Link for today, but kind of change of some. Actually, I think I will, because it's just a different tone. I just wanted to touch base with y'all on this real quick. So if anyone has any questions or anyone has any extra information, feel free to post the link or comments in the comment section. You can also hit us up at any of the links at the bottom of the screen. You don't always have to. I'm not sure if you could be watching from Twitter, YouTube, or Facebook. So however, whatever your wave is, you can hit us up on that platform. Until then, we will talk to you. I actually will be back with some news. There's a whole bunch of other news going on as well. Hence why I was so behind on this one. But again, if you have any questions or further information concerning this situation, go ahead and drop it in the comments. In the meantime, make sure y'all meditate on your path, celebrate your being, liberate your spirit, and educate yourself. Have a good one.